Hello? Congratulations! By answering this phone call, you've won an all-inclusive, all-expenses-paid cruise through the Caribbean. All we ask you to do is to stay on the line, and one of our qualified skippers will be with you shortly to assist you in packing your suitcase. While you wait, why don't you take that credit card out of your purse and or wallet? All we need to complete this package is your credit card number. And remember, yesterday you were a loser, but today you're a winner. Scam! One day I was looking for a pen and I ventured into David's side of the computer room because he hoards the pens. He used to play WoW. Apparently that requires pens. So he has this little container filled with all the pens that work. So anyway, I went to his side to get a pen. And this is what I see written in front of his monitor. www.vacationmoments.com. And then below it was scribbled something like S05J86. It looked like a reservation number. Aw, that's so sweet. He's planning a surprise vacation. Am I not supposed to know about it? The curiosity got the better of me. So I typed in vacationmoments.com. It was in like Daytona Beach. I was like, what? He's taking me to Daytona Beach? I'm telling you, that's a long ways away. And far out of our budget. Firstly, I was like, oh wow, that's so romantic. And then I was like, but really expensive. Oh my god, he's gonna propose. After being insanely girly for a few minutes, pacing around going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what'll I wear, what'll I wear? I went, no, he can't afford this, this is ridiculous. If he's planning this for me, he needs to plan it for a better reason. Yeah, it's terribly romantic, but we can't afford that. So then I juggled the moral question of, do I ask him so that I can tell him that he doesn't need to take me to Daytona Beach even though it's sweet? Or do I leave it to be a surprise? But if I leave it to be a surprise, won't he have already bought the tickets and then we can't refund them? As you can see, there was a serious dilemma. It was a couple weeks later, I said, I saw this thing on your desk, Vacation Moments, what's that about? And he very casually said, oh, just some survey, I have a chance to win. I was like, what? Oh my god, it's just from some survey from some stupid telemarketer and you're not actually taking me on vacation? You weren't even thinking about it? And he was like, sorry. I was like, it's okay, I was gonna say no anyway. When I answer the phone, and this works by the way, ever since that last telemarketer situation, video, that one, yeah, that video. Anyway, ever since that situation, when I answer the phone, it goes something like this. Moshi moshi? Moshi moshi? Hello? Who? No, very sorry, English very bad, bye bye. See? They never, ever know. The closest I've ever gotten to getting in trouble with that was, mushi mushi, mushi mushi, hello, no, sorry, English very bad. At David at work. Okay, bye-bye. And the other near mistake is when they're actually calling for Gina. And it's someone I want to speak to, like a student loan or some financial aid. Mushy mushy. Hello? Who calling? Oh, okay. Gina? 1 minute. Gina! Telephone for you! Tung, 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 tung. Hello? Oh, hi! I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? Yes, I was wanting to know about my interest rate. But overall, I think pretending to be Asian has really benefited my my talk time with telemarketers. Sorry guys, I tried being nice. Someone ruined it for you. This phone call comes in. Mushy mushy. David? 1 minute. David! And he was like, apparently I have an Asian girlfriend. This survey person calling back, telling him that he's won a trip, an all expenses paid trip to Daytona Beach and Florida and this and that and all these tropical islands, and it's a Caribbean cruise and karaoke night, ha 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 ha, fiestas and woo 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 woo. But all he has to do is give them his credit card number. For me, all expenses paid credit card number. The two of them do not go together. And at that point, I wouldn't even bother asking questions. I would normally say, yeah, no. David asks questions. And she makes it sound like this small amount, because she says it really fast. But in reality, it's a pretty big amount for an all-expenses-paid cruise. So David used one of my tricks, saying, oh, but usually financial situations are my wife's choice. And she goes, well, is your wife around? He says, she's listening in right now. And she's shaking her head. Oh, well, let me explain it to her. So I'm like, I'll get rid of this. Meanwhile, he's been on the phone for like 15 minutes with them so far. I get on the phone with her for 2 minutes, and I decline. She has to technically speak to David since he was the initial person who took the survey. Cover it and say, David, the answer has already been no. All you have to say is, I agree, no. Hand him the phone, and she swoops right in on him. And instantly, he's being sucked into these questions again. Do you want me to just put it on hold for you? Do you want me to put the vacation on hold? He goes, on hold? No, I don't want it. Okay, but that's my question, she says. Do you want me to put it on hold, or do you want me to give it to someone else? And he says, give it to someone else. And she says, so you don't want me to put it on hold? And he's like, what the hell is this hold stuff? He says, I don't want it. The answer is no. I don't know what you have to do to it, but I just don't want it. And when David hung up the phone, he said, man, I gotta be one of those old men who gets swindled. Which makes me reflect on another moment when this Victoria Jackson sales lady came in and offered me this makeup. And I said, I'm not going to buy it, but, and I slid my home phone number to her, asked for David, say it's Gina approved. So this lady calls, and she says, hello, is David there? Yes. Goes through a little spiel and says, and this stuff is Gina approved. All I need is your credit card number. And David, without a moment's hesitation, gives her the credit card number. And then says, okay. And she goes, and also there's this lipstick. Now, technically, I didn't approve the lipstick. I didn't approve it because she didn't show it to me. So I probably would have approved it anyway. And the minute he hangs up, he goes, oh my God. He calls me at work right away. Were you just talking to someone? And I said, yes, dear. And he goes, oh, thank God, he said. I'm so bad with telemarketers. I was like, don't worry, don't worry. And I said, she did tell you it was from me. He goes, yeah, she said Gina approved. But then I realized, wait a minute. The phone is in your name. She could have just been calling for the Gina and saying it was Gina approved. I just laughed. So now we have code words. If I ever do that again, we have code words. Poor David, though. He's so gullible. But he is really gullible, seriously, and naive. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's my little telemarketing story for you. Answer the phone with an Asian accent if you want to avoid them from now on. See you guys!
This has been a bwings production.